Welcome back from the break. Moving on to our next story. About 60% of the world's coral reefs are under stress from rising temperatures, according to the non-profit group Reef Resilience Network. New research shows just how devastating two heat waves were to the coral in the Indian Ocean. VOA's Kevin Enoch reports.
In 2015 and 2016, the southern hemisphere was hit by back-to-back heat waves caused by the El Niño weather pattern. That 1-2 punch of warm weather did significant damage to some sensitive coral reef systems off the Indian Ocean.
We lost up to 50% of our corals now 3 years ago in 2016. This is mainly the branching corals, so we're talking about Acropora, for example.
Acropora corals are an important building block of reefs. Heat waves happen even without climate change, but coral reefs used to have years to recover. But Catherine Head from the Zoological Society of London says that with the new reality of climate change, heat waves come more often and are more intense.
So if these heat waves become more frequent, as they're predicted to do, then the reefs simply won't have a chance to recover.
Head was part of a research team that was recently in the Indian Ocean gauging the damage done by the consecutive heat waves.
The staghorn corals, for instance, which are known to be more weedy species, were highly impacted. So 86% of the staghorn corals were actually affected by these heat waves, whereas some of the more robust corals were less affected.
The concern is that losing corals means we lose a significant amount of the ocean's diversity.
So we will see a reduction in the diversity of the fish and the invertebrates which live on the reefs, and perhaps also a reduction in the structural complexity of the reef. So some corals contribute more to the calcium carbonate structure than others, and that's what causes this really complex, really interesting integral structure.
And despite efforts to revive dying reefs, coral reefs are slowly disappearing.
So there are predictions which say perhaps reefs may go functionally extinct by about 2050 should the emissions continue as they are at the moment. But really it depends how much we can reduce our carbon emissions as per the Paris Climate Change Agreement to keep sea surface temperatures below 2 degrees.
But right now, scientists say the world isn't doing what's necessary to prevent the devastating rise in sea temperatures.
A craft geoscience lab in partnership with IUCN with funding from DFID have developed a semi-offline Android app that can be used by extension officers, foresters, ecologists and farmers to identify suitable tree species for their surroundings. Hilda Kibwet with more.
The Africa Treefinder application enables you to find suitable tree species at your location. According to Dr. Jonathan Muriuki, Kenya's representative for ICRAF, the application can only be used within the East African countries of Kenya and Uganda. This easy-to-use application shows you data on the distribution of indigenous tree species in different natural vegetation types, combined with information on the products and services that the tree species can provide. The application has simplified the task of identifying a tree species by giving the user the option of selecting basic major uses like wood, human consumption, environmental use, and animal consumption, after which they can get a listing of species.
Our organization has produced an app called Africa Tree Species Finder. Wherever you're standing on the Google platform, you can download it from the Google platform, and then it will be able to tell you where you are, what trees you can grow for what purposes in that area. And anybody with an Android phone can get that one. It's a free app. Google Play Store, you look for Africa Tree Finder app, and then you download it onto your phone. And then when you go into the app, you just select your area.
The application also arms local community members, government agencies, private sector owners, and other land managers with the information you need to select the best tree species for your landscape restoration or agroforestry effort.
And because it's based on the Google map, Google Earth, to be able to identify your area, and then you can say, I want trees for timber. You select trees for timber, it's going to give you a big list, and that list is also prioritized, like this would be best for you, then this one, then this one, this one. Trees for fruits, this would be best for you, this would be best for you. These are exotics, these are indigenous. And then it also connects you to a lot of our materials, which we call the agroforestry switchboard, that can tell you more about the trees and where you can get the seedlings, or you can get the seeds. So the app connects you to a huge library of information that we have developed for almost 2 decades. You look at trees that can be planted for wood, timber, firewood, and building materials. There are quite a number of them. Eucalyptus is a major one. You need to plant it away from water streams because of it. It's a very thirsty tree species. We have others like Casuarina. It's called whistling pine. It mainly grows at the coast, but also grows in the semi-arid lands. We have others like Graveria robusta. It is growing very much in Mount Kenya area. If you go to Meru, we almost have every farm covered by that, and quite a number of others that are producing wood. But then there are a few others that produce other utilities, like fonda for livestock. We have a species called Cariandra that came from Mexico, others called Lucinas, and other trees that are also grown for firewood. So especially in the dry areas, the acacias, the terminarias are trees you can grow for firewood.
Reporting for Farmers TV, I'm Hilda Kibet.
Cabinet Secretary for Industry, Trade and Cooperatives, Peter Munya, has announced the dissolution of the Kenya Planters Cooperative Union Limited, KPCU, as a cooperative. His decision has followed corruption allegations and systematic mismanagement of the union. Munya says the ministry has already appointed liquidators to carry out asset audit and recovery. KPCU, which was once a key driving force in facilitating the growth of the coffee sector through coffee processing, has resulted to decrease in production from 140,000 tons annually to 40,000 tons.
Whereas the Commissioner for Cooperative Development on his own accord is of the opinion that Kenya Planters Cooperative Union, registration number CS029, herein the society ought to be dissolved under section 62(1)(b) and C of the Cooperative Societies Act, hereby order that the registration of the union be cancelled and the union be liquidated. Further, pursuant to section 65 of the Cooperative Societies Act, I do hereby appoint Stephen Kamau Njoroge, Assistant Director of Cooperative Audit of Nairobi, Miss Doris Wangoi Githua, Principal State Counsel of Nairobi, Mr. Anthony Maina Waithaka, Principal Cooperative Auditor of Murang'a County, and Miss Joyce Kirote Kinungu, Senior State Counsel of Nairobi, to be joint liquidators for a period not exceeding 6 months, and authorize them to take into their custody all the properties of the said union.
The increasing human population is leading to increased land pressure. Consequently, the smaller land sizes cannot support dairy cattle farming. Hence, most farmers are now embracing dairy goat farming as it requires less space and feeds. Valentine Atieno features one such farmer in Uasin Gishu County who rears dairy goats.
Walking into 31-year-old Stephen Langat's compound in Racecourse Ward in Uasin Gishu County, one is usually met with an array of various livestock such as dairy cows, sheep, young goats and poultry. Though he has his dairy herd, Langat revealed that he prefers dairy goat farming as compared to dairy cattle.
What attracted me to buy these goats, it was because of the space. It occupies a small space. You see, right now I have 8 goats, and this place is occupying like another 5. That's around 14. 14 of them, it's not like a cow. You cannot keep 14 cows here. So this one occupies a smaller space, and at the same time feeding them is very minimal, not like a cow. Yeah. So it was easy for me to set up this one more than setting up a place for a cow.
Currently, Langat boasts of 8 dairy goats on his quarter-acre farm. A Billy and several kids with the animals begin German Alpine, Toggenburg, and the Sun and breeds.
Right now I have like 3 breeds. I have the Sannen, this is a Toggenburg, this is a Sannen, and then German Alpha. The Sannen look, it's whitish in color. It's completely white. It doesn't have any other color. And then the production, it's called the king of the milk. This one, it's well fed. It has to give you up to 7 liters a day. And then the Toggenburg, it's it's grayish, sort of grayish. And then the German Alpha is brown with a black stripe. What I normally do is give them this subsidized food, as a dairy meal, early in the morning and in the evening, around 10, 11 up. Then we give them normal grass. Blackjack, they're very good with them. They just like blackjack, so we give them that one. They enjoy eating blackjack and the normal grass.
Langat continues to reveal that his goats produce an average of 3 liters of milk in a day, offering him 24 liters. Once he deducts some few liters for the kids, Langat revealed that he makes up to 6,000 Kenya shillings from the sale of goat milk.
That is 3 liters per goat. I have several clients, but not most of them. Normally the milk is not sold all of it. Part of it we use in the house, part of it we sell them to some clients.
Langat aspires to venture fully into dairy goat farming and become one of the biggest breeder farms in the country.
No, I sell the goats. In fact, what I want to do majorly is I want to do breeding. I want to go breeding because milk is becoming a problem in terms of market. So if I do breeding, because most people right now, they are trying to venture into the same, they're looking for these goats. So I want to do breeding and then I'll be selling the goats.
Reporting for KTN Farmers TV, I'm Valentine Atieno.
Coconut farmers in Kilifi County are set to receive 3,000 seedlings from India. The initiative by the county government is meant to boost production of the crop and attract investment in the coconut value chain. These high-yielding coconut seedlings are expected to also improve livelihoods of farmers. Speaking in Matuga Kefis Research Center, Kilifi Agriculture Director Margaret Jeffwa said the coconut variety will be a major upgrade on the local varieties and shall triple the current produce of 100 nuts per tree annually.
Katika Kilifi County, huu ni mradi ambao tunautilia maanani sana kwa sababu mnazi ni mmea mmoja ambao unaweza ukabadilisha uchumi. Bado nazi zetu nyingi bado soko lake bado liko chini. Kwa hivyo tungependa tuongeze hizi nazi ili kusudi vile viwanda vilivyoko vipate nazi ya kutosha.
Over 90% of the population in Marsabit is facing food and water shortages. This is according to a report compiled by the county steering group on the drought situation in the county. Marsabit leaders are now asking the government to intervene and avert loss of human lives. Brenda Kerubo reports.
Marsabit's population is about 700,000 and 82% of them depend on livestock production to eke a living. However, poor rainfall in the last few months has made it difficult to feed camels, cattle, goats and sheep in the county. That coupled with low crop production of maize, beans and tomatoes.
Marsabit has been experiencing a prolonged drought. Now it's getting really out of hand.
The impact can also be felt in sanitation. Locals have to trek longer distances of up to 30 kilometers to get clean water. County officials say they have depleted emergency resources and are now seeking help from well-wishers and the national government.
We wish to make appeal to all our partners, to all our stakeholders, to all our friends and well-wishers and our national government to come in and avert the looming disaster.
Kazi ya maendeleo iongoje. Kwa sasa tushughulikie hali mali na uhai wa watu wa kaunti Marsabit.
The leaders are now contemplating diverting monies meant for development to address the drought situation.
Farmers in Busia County have been urged to do upland rice farming, which does well in all parts of the county. According to Mdogoro Teach, soil experts from the Kenya Seed Company, Nerika rice does well in all parts of Busia, and the farmer can produce between 20 to 25 bags per acre. Rotich said upland rice farming requires less labor and can be easily managed compared to paddy rice, where a farmer needs to put seeds in the nursery bed before transplanting to flooded fields.
Nerika 1 unaweza pata kwa sehemu ya eka moja, unaweza pata gunia 20. Na hiyo ndio aromatic, hiyo ndio inapendwa sana kwa soko. Kwa hivyo kwa eka moja unahitaji mbegu kati ya kilo 18 hadi kilo 20. Na utapata mazao ya gunia 20 ukipanda aina ya Nerika 1. Nerika 4, Nerika 10 na Nerika 11 iko na uwezo ya kusalisha gunia 25 kwa sehemu ya eka moja.
We have been doing some demos in Bunyala for lowland rice, but also for upland rice. We have other demos apart from this one in other parts of the county. But this is the first one that farmers have come to see in a large-scale basis because of Kifi's support.
Tungeambia wakulima wajiunge pamoja, wale wanataka kupanda mchele. Najua hata serikali in the promotion of the big four itakuja iwasaidie kwa sababu rice, mchele ni one of the crop ile imekuwa prioritized.
Uganda has now joined her counterparts Kenya and Ethiopia in supplying flowers to the lucrative and huge China market.
The entry followed numerous trial shipments by Rosebud Limited, the country's largest exporter of roses, which culminated from its participation in the just concluded China-Africa Economic and Trade Expo held in Henan and Kunming provinces of China. The first ever commercial shipment of flowers from Rosebud left Entebbe International Airport to Beijing, China on July 29th.
Will a white crystal solve Uganda's water for agricultural challenges? Well, this is an emerging question following the recent display of this technology during the annual National Agricultural Show at Jinja. The substance made from potassium is said to increase the water holding capacity of soils for 2 years and reduce water loss and irrigation frequency by 70%. The technology is one of the innovations intended to address the problems of water for production in agriculture in the face of adverse weather conditions. It is effective in dry conditions and semi-deserts as it allows a farmer to use just a little water per day. On today's segment of Sauti ya Mkulima, we feature dairy farmers who are making a killing from adding value to their milk.
Tulifikiria kutengeneza maziwa, ku-add value ndio ikuwe yogurt, kwa sababu sisi ni wamama wenye tumesoma na tulikuwa tumeenda training na tukaona tukichukua ile maziwa yetu tukiwa wamama na pia tufanye vile dunia inaendelea, pesa tutapata mingi kushinda ile ya kawaida. Kwa sababu ile ya kawaida lita ilikuwa inaenda at 15, shilingi 15. Lakini ukitengeneza iwe yogurt inaenda na bei ya juu na mapato itakuwa mingi.
When we started this project, we started small and we started going to the markets. As you can see behind us, there are so many people who are taking the yogurt. They have accepted it. They have liked the yogurt. They have known the importance of the yogurt because it has a culture that helps in digestion. So after taking the yogurt, they have noticed that it has some beneficials in their bodies. So they have accepted it. They take it every market day, and we go to different markets to sell the yogurt. And it has been accepted.
Maziwa ni mzuri sana. Hata ng'ombe natoka hiyo maziwa natoka kwa ng'ombe, na hiyo ng'ombe una afya mzuri sana. Unalishwa mzuri, ninapewa dawa mzuri. Kwa hivyo hii maziwa ni mzuri. Ninataka mwambia mama ingine afuate nyayo ya hii. Aifundishwe, ajue bile na unashunga hiyo ng'ombe akuje uza maziwa bila hawa inauzwa, alafu tuone kama maisha yetu inaenda mzuri. Ninashukuru sana hii wa mama shauri wameonyesha pande ya Lepolos biashara mzuri ile nafanya tu kwa nyumbani, isebana choka, wanafanya tu hapo, mapeleka maziwa soko, wanauzwa. Ninaona wasee inapenda sana hii maziwa. Shauri hakuna kimekulo ile dawa inaweka maziwa, wanaweka tu sukari kidogo, na ni mzuri sana.
Hatutaki kubaki pale mahali wale wenzetu wako. Tulipelekwa training, tukaenda kufundishwa. Tumevisit some farms kama Githunguri, tukaenda ingine inaitwa Nyala, Nyandarua, tukaona wafugaji wa ng'ombe. Na tuliporudi nyumbani, tukaona ni vyema hata nasi to improve. Tuanze kufuga ng'ombe wazuri wenye watatupatia maziwa mzuri. Na hapo ndio tuliamua kuunda kikundi ambaye inaitwa Odupa. Odupa ni inamaanisha superior, strong kwa jina ya Kimasai hivi imeinterpret. Na tukaanza na processing of hiyo value addition, na tukaona ni kazi mzuri. Wakati tumehamasisha wamama walete maziwa, tukaona production pia imeongezeka, maziwa imeendelea kuwa mingi. Tukaamua kuimprove, tuendelee kununua maziwa kuliko tuambie wale wamama ambao wamepata hope mahali pa kupeleka maziwa yao, tusichukue kidogo ya yogurt peke yake. Ndio maana tuliamua kuwa na kula enye tunaweza collect maziwa mingi. Tuliongea na hawa watu wa KCC, wakasema tukiweza kuokota maziwa nyingi, watakuja kuchukua fresh milk from us. Na tukafikiria pia wakati maziwa inakuwa mingi zaidi, kwa sababu wakati wa mvua maziwa inakuwa nyingi, tunaweza pack maziwa fresh. So tuko katika ile process. We are thinking big.
Now let's look at how different agricultural commodities are performing in different markets across the country. That's all we had for you on This Week in Agriculture, and I've been your host, Esther Gishuki. Until next time, goodbye.